Next up, we have the Wacky Workbench. This level can be annoying. You see, the floors here will bounce you up really high, which would be fine, you know, dealing with that. But there's also these things that appear in the background that can shock you, and they just kind of randomly go through which sections are safe or not. And it makes it very, very hard to keep 50 rings to the end of this stage. So I don't really try. It's like, if I get it, that's fine. If not, forget it. That's my philosophy on Wacky Workbench. Too troublesome at some point. We got our pass sign here. I think it frees you, so you gotta be careful there. Now, a good thing to do is do a peel out past these crushers, and that should get you to the past if you have the sign flipped. Using the handrails here to get by, it's pretty interesting. Sonic's got a weird sprite when he's hanging off of these, though, doesn't he? These things behind me right here are what I'm talking about, that'll shock you randomly. I mean, I'm sure it's not random, but it feels like if as much as you can tell what's going on because you're going up and down so much in this stage. There's also quite a few little traps and enemies that do annoying things in this stage. And you can't jump over the bars you hang on right there. This is a fake crusher right here. It's actually a shortcut and the way you get to the robot making machine in this stage. So yeah. Don't know how you'd know that otherwise, but there you go. It seems like a thing that'd only be Nintendo power, but it's a Genesis game. Oh, I hate these little like electric shocking things. Especially when you're trying to do something like this, where you're trying to climb up in a weird obtuse way. And those bouncers knock you right up into it. So they went all the rings you collected, and it's the end of the level, so screw it. That's my thoughts, at least. No special stage. That's a tricky jump. You don't know how tricky that jump is until you try it. Getting over that launcher. But look, it's right there at the end. So you need to be able to get back reliably. So the best thing to do is to jump off here, but when you bounce off the floor, make sure you're leaning left so when you travel in time, it gets you closer. Almost there. There we go. And that's at the very beginning of the stage, no enemies. Though enemies really aren't the problem in this stage, it's all environmental hazards. And there's the launcher if you want to see it. Get an extra life, that's nice. Lost all my rings, not so nice. Here's one of our obstacles. Now, I always take the higher route here because it just seems natural to me. I don't know if it's actually the quickest way. And bada bing, another stage without a special ring at the end. Ah, the Wacky Workbench future. It's a pretty long level before you get to the actual boss compared to the other Zone 3s. It takes longer. At least it feels like it takes longer. It's also very hard to get to that barrier. So I ignore it. You don't really need it. If you're gonna die in this stage, it's gonna be from one thing. And it's nothing a shield's gonna help you with. So, this boss we have to climb vertically and hit him after each layer. These rocks will fall down, and then you want to jump on one. As they're rising, you want to switch, so you don't weigh it down too much, and get up to the next one, then clonk him a couple times to get him going. Do it again, same as before. On this third time, these spikes will come down. You want to make sure you dodge those in addition. And instead of jumping from one to the other, you want one you stay on to weigh it down so you can hit it and not get crushed on the ceiling. You'll get crushed on the ceiling if you switch to the other one because it'll still have enough speed to reach the top. And that's where you're going to die on that boss fight the first time. Because there's no way to predict that. Honestly, you're going to die the first time if you don't already know that. And it's done.